Hello there, CryptoQ Media. I'm glad you decided to check out my channel again. In recent times, Bitcoin has grown into a significant political concern in the US. Please do not take the advice on who to vote for or how to believe political remarks or advice from this film. The shift has occurred, though, and you must recognize it. The bottom line is that any serious contender for President of the United States requires a crypto policy. Great progress has been achieved. There has never been anything such. Emerging from the market's margins, this is a novel asset class. The political feud between Harris and Trump over Bitcoin is now as ubiquitous as the theme itself. Former President Trump and Vice President Harris are vying for support from the cryptocurrency business, and their differing strategies and pledges could influence the future of digital currencies in the US. You can wager that the outcome of the election will have a significant impact on the future of Bitcoin. Both of their positions will inevitably be on display, but one thing is certain: the tides are changing. The laws of this nation will be very clear. In actuality, none of those matters pertain to this particular election. The introduction of new regulations is imminent. What format will such regulations take? The real issue at hand is that lately, big cryptocurrency startups including Ripple Labs, Coinbase, and Circle have received strategic approaches from Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign. It is absolutely not coincidental, in my opinion. For a very long time. It may be worth taking a look at Kamala Harris, as I overheard Brad Garland suggesting to everyone. It is possible for her policies to be diametrically opposed to President BYP's. They are going to be really different. This signifies progress. On the other hand, would these policies really help you get to decide on that? You can count on me to cast my ballot. Restoring relationships strained during Biden's administration is one objective of this endeavor. How about you tell me, what's at the center of this as a result? I inquired about Bagel with Mark. He thinks the major reason people are so against crypto is because of the massive failures of FTX, Celsius, and Terra Luna, which lost investors billions of dollars. That actually set in motion a lot of the enforcement actions. Now, I'd argue that someone made a wrong estimate and that there weren't enough restrictions or protections for investors. The myth that we should attack Bitcoin instead of prudently regulating it. According to the story's continuation, her campaign advisors have informed her that she should prioritize customer safety, market stability, and the growth of the Bitcoin industry. The arrangement is that I want everyone concerned to fight for our shared goal of satisfying the Bitcoin market's desires. I don't have a strong opinion on the matter. The best course of action would be for the concerned parties to sit down and talk, but in this case, she needs to be very explicit. We require thoughtful, articulate comments from her because, as a Biden-Harris appointee, you can't take her seriously if her team merely meets with Ripple and Coinbase. Furthermore, she must assist you in escaping this predicament because she is the one who will be held accountable for the hostility we have encountered. The Democratic Party has been staunchly opposed to cryptocurrency for the better part of 3.5 years, therefore the public views them in that light. Simply put, the industry has been under constant fire. It is more important to outline your crypto policy than to wait for your team to initiate communication. The reason being that their political opponents are also involved in this. On the other hand, former President Trump has been more vocal and forthright in his support of the Bitcoin industry. Trump now believes the United States should embrace digital currencies in order to keep up with China and other global competitors, reversing his earlier position on the matter. Just by looking at his statements, many believe that Trump has been anti-crypto in the past. As a result, Michael Saylor claims that you may recall that Michael Saylor deemed Bitcoin to be worthless. You may now see what he had to say on the subject. This is how adoption works. Many on the internet were pessimistic that it would have any real impact. In the end, we all turn around. The question is whether Democrats get it, because the other side will inevitably go through the same thing. The time has come to reverse course and give serious thought to how to regulate this sector. Is anybody on Harris's staff or in the administration cognizant of this? What you did in the past doesn't matter to me. What is your current strategy for tackling this field? As part of his campaign platform, President Trump has pledged to make the U.S. the cryptocurrency industry's leading light and a hub for Bitcoin's growth. Upon taking office, Trump pledged to remove Gary Gensler as chair of the SEC. He justified his decision by saying that the Obama administration's regulatory policies were limiting growth in the cryptocurrency sector due to the agency's numerous lawsuits against cryptocurrency startups. What would the Republican candidate do to make things better, though he has already made his intentions known? Can you believe it? He intends to dismiss these distant, incompetent authorities. From what I understand, Harris may be meeting with industry heavyweights like Circle, Ripple, and Coinbase. Well, I understand now. Actually, it would be really beneficial for you to do so. Her administration's policies have had a direct impact on the crypto voters, who are requesting that she prioritize this problem for their well-being. How are you going to fix this? What is the next step? Might it be today? Senator Cynthia Lummis recently asserted that Secretary Janet Yellen was influencing the administrations of Biden and Harris. Senator Warren is also involved. Yes, that is accurate. The tone for this administration has been set by them. The attack against cryptocurrency is linked and chained. Something else noteworthy has happened today. It would appear that the government has finally sent the $2 billion worth of Bitcoin that she had been holding onto since the Silk Road investigation, when they seized this massive Bitcoin stash. What on earth is going on? In the near future, they plan to sell it. Is President Trump's backing for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies an attempt to demonize them? What on earth is going on right now? Hardly one takes what they see seriously. You have an obligation to allay their fears as a Democratic contender. Listen up, please cast your ballot for the candidate whom you feel most strongly about, regardless of the reasons behind it. We would still wish to put pressure on both sides. It is critical to remember our needs when making policy. It is important that everyone understands this. Given the enormous investment capital, job opportunities, and potential economic benefits that the Bitcoin industry could bring to the United States, we are in favor of reasonable regulations rather than anarchy. Everyone would rather not have that. We're criminals gone mad. The current technique has led to this unfortunate outcome, but that apart, the change is noteworthy. U.S. presidential contenders now require a crypto policy. This settles the matter conclusively. Here we are in the future. In this future economic and technical war, we are winning, while people like Gary Gensler are losing badly. In my view, everything is in place for a prosperous fourth quarter of 2024. A nice bull run with significant growth should continue until 2025. Numerous factors are involved, such as economic worries, geopolitical conflicts on a worldwide scale, and so on. What is ahead is completely unknown to all. But I do think the cryptocurrency market is going to see some major growth soon, along with some development that is more long-term and based on real business and practicality. It means a lot to me that you've subscribed and watched my channel. Later, I will see you.